Hello everyone, my name is Amanda McGuire and I am representing the Caffeinated Lancers in our Week 6 discussion board for MPA 570. Good evening, Mr. Mayor, Madam Chairperson, and City Council members. Thank you for the opportunity to speak with you this evening to discuss concerns with current pedestrian safety in our city and policies to possibly resolve these issues. First, I'd like to discuss the concern or issue that has arisen. From 2019 to 2021, the state of Fullerton has seen an increase of 52% in pedestrian-related injuries. Further defined, these are injuries that have resulted in the need for immediate medical attention or the use of emergency services. Incidents to pedestrians as defined include bicyclists, joggers, and those walking across the street or street crossing injuries. In 2021, of all pedestrian injuries in the United States, the state of California made up 6% of that total, which is approximately 900 out of 6,000. Orange County, out of the total of the state of California, made up 14%, and out of the total for Orange County, the city of Fullerton accounted for 10% of all county incidents. In addition to pedestrian injuries, the greater concern here is the increase in street crossing fatalities. So out of the 93 pedestrian injuries which occurred in 2019, 57 of those were street crossing injuries. And of those 57 injuries, 5 ended in fatality. Then we saw the increase in 2021 of the 141 pedestrian injuries. 99 were street crossing injuries, and of those 99, a staggering 30 ended in fatality. We have also noted that these fatalities and injuries have been occurring closest to California State University Fullerton near the campus. As well as the 30 lives lost, there has been an increase in the total cost of emergency response hours, payroll, and administrative costs associated with the emergency responders. An increase from 1 hour per incident, or a total of 93 hours in 2019, to 3 hours per incident for a total of 423 payroll hours. Of those, 113 hours were reported as overtime cost for emergency personnel. So this has been a large increase to the budget in 2021. The first policy option of 3 is a pedestrian and safety education program. This includes a mailing of safety brochures to city residents, traffic safety presentations at city events, and informational posters located in areas where most incidents have been reported. This policy is the most economical and least impactful option. The outcome would have an impact, however, the total impact cannot be measured as we do not have control over individual behavior and how they will react to the education program, as well as non-residents and their understanding of traffic laws. As well, there would be no increase in enforcement to make this an improvement. The second option is a policy that would be the most visible, and that is an improvement to the existing traffic safety infrastructure in areas with highest reported incidents. This includes repainting crosswalks, replacing traffic signs, installing road reflectors, and hawk beacons. This option is the least economical and most impactful. While there would be a decrease in injuries and fatalities and an improved traffic safety infrastructure, there would also be a need to increase revenue to fund this policy. This option is not recommended because of the time frame to implement possible tax increases, which may not be voter approved, or the approval process for grants or other funding sources. This would be the most fiscally difficult to implement. The third and final policy option is the enforcement of traffic regulations and penalties, which includes increasing police presence in areas with highest reported incidents, using current resources by adjusting schedules for coverage, the review of existing laws and fines with recommendations for new laws or adjustment to fines as needed. The outcome would be that we would see a reduction of incidents based on researched individual behavior in the presence of law enforcement without a large fiscal impact. This is the most impactful and also fiscally feasible option. Based on the current trend of incidents, a total of 330 hours or 28 shifts would be needed to add increased presence. To cover the cost, we would utilize the current adopted 2021-2022 city budget, and hours would be 70% covered through the 30,000 department hours that have been allocated, as well as 20% by asset seizure revenue and 10% by grant revenue. This policy is recommended. Thank you for your time, and further materials have been attached to your City Council agenda report.